What's going on, YouTube? I had to share this magical moment with you, if you will. If you will. I'm in such a good mood. So, thinking about my house is going up for sale on Friday. I know I keep saying that because it's kind of tripping me out, right? And if it goes really quick, I'll be moving really quick. And so I started looking at houses for sale where I'm moving to and trying to get the juices flowing and the ball rolling and et cetera, et cetera. And check this. When I lived in San Francisco is about 7 square miles footprint, right? Populations, 1,000,000 people, almost 900,000 motherfuckers living in Frisco, right? In 7 square miles. This little town that I'm looking at, the footprint is about the same size. It's about 7 square miles. The house that I just looked at, the name of that town is about 7 square miles. You know what the population is? I had to Google. I'm not going to show it to you because I don't want you motherfuckers knowing where I live. But the population is 3,000, just barely. And it's on the decline. I love it. You have no idea how good that sounds to me. So, the town that I'm going to be living in is the same size as the town that I used to work in. And I'm going from 1,000,000 people. And I'm sure when Frisco, at rush hour, when everybody's in the city, working in the city, doing their thing, it's over 1,000,000 people in there. And then a bunch of them leave at the end of the day, right? So when you think about it, there's over 1,000,000 people in a 7 square mile space where I used to work and where I'm going to go retire. There's 3,000. I'm going from 1,000,000 to 3,000. Man, peace be with you, Johnny O. You know how good that sounds to me? The peace and quiet, the elbow room, doing the exorcist with my neck and not seeing nobody on my land. My land. My land. Those 2 words make me want to cry. When I get to say that, and it's not a conversation, it's a for real, right? I'm standing on my land. This video is from my land. I can't put into words what that means to me and how close I am. But I also know the obstacles that are in the way between here and there still exist, right? I'm still very angry about what happened recently. And I have potential in the neighborhood to trip me up, right? Right outside my front door. You saw the videos yourself. So, this is where I got to get crafty, right? Johnny Hoodrat's not going to let these motherfuckers pull him down. I'm not. There's no fucking way. I got plenty of food. I got everything I need to shelter in place, and I have been, as long as I avoid the front yard. And the thing is, you know, if I'm out front, and because where I live, there's only one way in and one way out. When you drive past my house, that's the only way to get into this. I live at the bottleneck. If you pictured my mobile home park as my chest, my house is right here, right? You got to come through the street to get into the mobile home park, right? So you got to go past me. To go to anybody in here, you're going to come past my fucking house. There's one little fucking court that's just before my house that's got maybe 10 houses, 12 houses in that one little fucking Yui. And that's it before you get to me. But the other 100, you got to go past my house. Everybody goes past my front door. And I don't talk about it much. My security cameras have documented everything that's gone past my house. Are you hearing me? Are you hearing me? Everything that has gone past my house and everything that has happened in front of my house, in camera shot in front of my house, right? You understand? Everything that has gone on and gone by, vehicles, license plates, and whatnot, everything that has gone on in this fucking park that has gone on past my fucking house is documented. Trust me. I ain't hardly fucking around. So needless to say, I'll be fine. Just keep to myself, get the fuck out of here nice and quiet like, and I get to go beyond 40 acres in a town of 3,000 from a city of 1 million. Are you kidding me? But the hair on the back of my neck still goes up when I think about where I still reside, right? And the jackpot that, you know, if I get beef out here and these fucking cops show up, you think they're gonna be here for my protection? Are you fucking kidding me? After the shit I've stirred around here, I know what I did, right? I done pissed off both sides. I get it. That's why I'm getting the fuck out of here. That's why I made that video. I was like, you know, it's time to go. Your anger has gotten to the point where you rubbed it off on everybody in this park, just like you've done your whole fucking life. You worn out your welcome, and it was like, oh, shit, you got a problem, dude. And so all this stuff came to surface at the same time. And not only that, but I've managed to accept my shortcomings, found some good tools to work on them, and I get to leave all this nonsense in Cali, and when I get to my home in the country, it's a fresh start. There's no reason to be fussy with nobody for nothing when I get there. And those people never knew Angry John. They never got to see the dark side of me, right? All the people that I pushed away in this life, I can't change that. But where I'm going, I haven't pushed nobody away. I haven't pissed anybody off, right? So I get to be myself. I get to be happy. You know, it's really clear to me just how wonderful an opportunity this is for me to truly have a second chance. I'm sober. I got great income. My head's screwed on straight. I'm doing charity work for my pit bulls for the rest of my life, right? I've managed to create a good life for myself once I get home. Once I get to the Northwoods and I'm home, sweet home, I'll be at peace. I know this. You know, whatever little bumps in the road will be just that, a little bump. It won't be these fucking volcanoes and shit that I go through with living around all these people, right? Constantly blowing up, right? I'd just be a little boom, pothole in the road. I'm looking forward to it. And I'm getting out of here quietly as possible, man. I was rewatching that video, that kid stomping and thinking about his old man and the this and the that, and just, I could feel my blood pressure going up, right? I could feel the blood coursing, that fucking Incredible Hulk thing. Ooh, like wanting to get out, you know? It's like, dude, what are you doing? You're almost out of here. Why are you letting these people get you upset? Who cares what they do out here? If the cops don't care and the other neighbors don't care, why should you care, right? I need to get that mindset instead of trying to be the Boy Scout on the way out the fucking door. Just fucking shut your pie hole, dude, and skate out of here. These cops don't care. The other people in this park don't care. Fuck it. Just quietly go away. But I'll tell you what, I'll make sure that family don't buy this house. I don't give a fuck how much money they got. They're not moving in next door to my neighbors. My neighbors on the one side with the babies, they're family to me, right? There's a couple families in this park that are good people. I'm not trying to throw this whole park under the bus, and if I painted that picture, I owe them a big apology, because there is a couple people in this park that are solid people, right? And the rest are, I don't know who they are or what they are. I don't know every motherfucker in here. I know a few. You know, I've been here for 5 fucking years. Like I said, everybody got to drive past my house. I pay attention, right? I sit with my face to the windows and the door, my back's to the wall. It always has been, it always will be. And I want to know who I live with and who I live around. That's just smart, man. You come up in this shitty neighborhood, you want to know who the good and the bad are, right? You do. You need to know who to watch your P's and Q's with. And when you walk past certain people, you just kind of, you just fucking mind your fucking business, man. You don't pay no mind. You understand? And so I get all of that. I know those rules. These people, some of these people in here, they don't know how to, they just don't know how to behave. Most do. Most people here are cool. I get waves, even though I look at that people I haven't met, talked to. Not everybody in here is a dipshit, but, there's an element. There's an element. And the cops been through here. Before I got here, I heard there was some big bust. They took a bunch of these motherfuckers down, and then they all popped back up again. And it was methamphetamine, of course. What did go figure? You think that shit just went away after they got busted the first time? Fuck. And you know what? Johnny's done methamphetamine. I know what that shit's all about. I snorted my fair share of crank back in the day. I ain't afraid to admit it. I was a dipshit. That's how I know, motherfucker. Here, you want a little confession? I pulled a 3-day stint once in my life. Stayed up for 3 days straight on that shit. Scary part was, after the 3rd day, you start to feel kind of normal. And it's like, whoa, fuck you. I was a weekend warrior. Get too drunk on a Friday night, do a bump, let's go. Now I want a little bag, by Sunday, you're watching football with a screaming hangover, sipping on a fucking beer and fucking dreading work on Monday, right? That was the norm for a minute, but, wasn't meant for that life. That shit just, it's bad. It's fucking bad, man. Meth is fucking horrible, what that shit'll do to your brain. Same thing with booze. Booze just takes longer, but they both rot your fucking brain and you can't think straight. That's why I know this kid's potential is fucking jackpot central. I never seen him do dope. I can't say for a fact, but I lived it. I'm not stupid, right? Whatever. Doesn't matter, because I'm not going to get caught up in it. I'm just running my fucking mouth. Mostly because I want somebody to not stub their fucking toe, right? Listen to what I'm saying, because you too will be tested. And I'm not the only fucking caveman knucklehead out there that's got a temper problem and a bad attitude, etc., and isn't a bad guy, right? But just has no patience, right? The penitentiaries are full of them, motherfucker. My brother was one of them, right? A couple of dipshit moves with a bad attitude and an anger problem from a shitty childhood, and fucking San Quentin, here I come. Common, I'm sure. There's no age limit to that either. Wisdom is what keeps you out of trouble when you deal with anger. Just saying. Like I said, like a diabetic. Like anybody with any kind of disability or illness, right? Anger's no different. That's not normal behavior. It stems from abuse, right? I don't know how else to try to get it across that, you know, for one, if you're an angry motherfucker, you can do something about it to fix it. Trust me. It won't go away, but you can fix it. Fix it to where you can live your life without fucking losing your shit and fucking your life off. And the rest of you, when somebody's having fucking some troubles, I highly suggest you don't antagonize. And maybe a motherfucker could use a hug or a pet or a whatever, right? Hey, it's gonna be okay. Give him a chance to breathe and come down. This too shall pass. It's important because this is my life. So this subject matter is important to me, and I'm sure I'm not the only one. You know, I wish me and my brother were talking. I'm sure he could use some somebody who gets it the way I get it, the way he gets it. And we just never seem to be able to fucking talk right to each other, and that's on my bad. I fucking whatever. I owe him so much apology, but I already tried. Anyway, a lot of stubbornness in our family, trust me. A lot. Anyway, I'm close. Whatever test is coming, I'm gonna do way better than I did in the last one, right? Etc. You got to. You gotta learn from them fucking mistakes so that you don't duplicate them again. Blah, blah, blah. Broken record. But it's about man, I can't talk this morning. You gotta put it to good use. It's just not lip service, right? Implement it is what I was trying to say. I can sit here and say, hey, you need to do this, you need to do that, but the fact of the matter is, I need to do these things, right? A lot of this is me talking to my damn self, because I'll rewatch this shit and say, yeah, motherfucker, remember what you said? You better fucking say what you mean and mean what you say. How many times I come out here and say shit and then fuck it off or go back on my what I said and this and that? Fuck, man. I get it, right? Work in progress, a fucking mess, man. Train wreck, trying to figure it all out. The only difference is I got the balls to come out here and share it, hoping it benefits somebody. Gets me a little attention from my dipshit life to get a couple dollars to feed a couple dogs. Well, fuck it. Who cares about the embarrassment, man? I'm over that. So what? My brother died. So what? I don't embarrass much anymore. Just don't care. Not like that. Death does that to you. Changes something in you. When somebody close to you dies. See, when my mom died, I was happy for her because she got to go. She suffered her whole fucking life. But it was different when my brother went. Way different. Can't explain it to you. It changes you if you're me. Growing up, it was just the three of us. That's all we had. Then it wasn't that way no more. I can't explain that to you, what that feels like. Anyway. Caught in a moment. Be better, right? Don't be me. Have a good day. Love the ones that love you back. Do your best to love the rest. We'll talk soon.